My dress sort of kind of just ripped. I have to be very careful with my arms because I didn't shave. Let's get ready for a date. Am I kind of nervous? Ah! Do you see why I always see my glass as half full instead of half empty? Because it's actually literally full. Nothing like good old liquor courage. Cheers. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. So we're about to get ready for a date. There's a very disrespectful thunder outside. Apparently the rain decided today to come out. I'd like to talk about how nerve-wracking dating is and how even more nerve-wracking first dates can be. My makeup is literally all the way there on the floor. Let me show you guys my mess here. That's my setup right there. That's my setup right there. Like my makeup, yeah. I don't know how I plan on bending. Look, I like to keep my makeup quite simple, but like sometimes some of those easy makeup looks you see are not even remotely easy. I like it and I feel very comfortable in it. That leads me straight onto my first point. Don't pretend to not be yourself, and that goes even as far as like the makeup. If you usually do like a full face beat and you're a full face beat girly, don't like pretend that you don't like makeup. You're gonna have to keep pretending. So now you just pretended for no reason and you literally denied all your ancestors. They're literally snarkling at you in the grave. All for what? A man you probably found out was married. Exactly. So don't do it. That was a very harsh start. I don't want this to be a harsh video. It's my 2 lashes from me. If you're someone that does too much all the time, do it. But there are people that are looking for people that are doing too much. It's so exhausting keeping up a lie. And like I said, a lie for what? Like a guy you're gonna find out is married? Ooh. I really like the way my brows have been looking lately. I don't know, it's given. She know what she doing, even though she really don't know what she doing. You have to have home training. You're not gonna go there and behave uncouth. But that being said, the older I've grown, the more I just want to be myself. I have no interest in selling anyone a fantasy. I'm so bad at pretending. Like you catch me the first day. Thankfully, I'm cute. Because guys don't take things you do personally when you're cute. You didn't hear this from me though. What the hell? I have so many old makeup items I just don't let go. I can't let go. This palette is like 5 years old. Fight me. I forgot to put my primer on. Shit. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I can't even lie. As a lady, I'm judging you if you're ordering like a Long Island because it's giving I want to get messed up and I don't have money to buy a couple drinks. Be yourself doesn't mean be a mumu, because that's how one of the besties sent a DM one time saying, oh, that she went on a first date with a guy and she ordered too much and she ate and threw up on him. You threw up on him. Not having home training is not part of the things that they say be yourself. Set your expectations very low. Some people say, oh, manage your expectations. I would say set your expectations to 0. Don't expect anything in terms of their character, in terms of like how they will be on the date.
It's embarrassing to let a stranger disappoint you, LMU.
Strangers from broad daylight you met at the supermarket and you're expecting him to be Superman that will come and change your life, and let them come and show you who they are by themselves. This is scary. Wow. I know the makeup looks scary, bear with me. I look like a clown. By God's grace, I'll not look like a clown in the end, because this is what I'll be doing every time. I'll come out when I have a date or something important. I'll not be doing a makeup look I've never done before. If you find yourself like on a first date or on a date, or like when you're dating someone, like getting too excited, you have to remember to pinch yourself and say, hey, I don't even know this person. They could literally be Robin Hood. No, not Robin Hood. Robin Hood is a good guy, right? What's the guy that's the vampire that's like a serial killer? I don't know. So just go there with an open mind, a semi-open belly, because you don't want to eat too much. First date, I want to get to know as much as possible and have a good time. Build a connection. Like, stop focusing on whether this might be your husband or this might be the man or not. Like, just actually have a good time. What the hell? Some of you don't even allow yourself to have a good time. You're too busy plotting and scheming for your husband. No expectations doesn't mean you don't have standards, by the way. You always have standards. If it doesn't feel on the first date, you can ghost him. I'm actually of the opinion, this might be a bit like bizarre to some people, that it's okay to ghost people after first date. I don't know you and now I wanted to get to know you and I've seen I don't have any interest in getting to know you anymore. So what's the point of talking to you anymore? Like, why are we here? The more you let yourself in, the harder it is to say no to people's advances. Actually, that's quite mean. Maybe don't ghost. Maybe just say, oh, you're not interested, or you're not looking, or something. But the point is, if the guy likes you, he's probably going to try and convince you, and we know how that ends. First dates, like dinner dates, can be so freaking awkward. I don't know if it's just me. When I was younger, I used to think like, yeah, you must wine and dine me. These days, I'm like, maybe let's go for an activity date. This is even more the case with me for strangers. Like, if I don't know you from Adam, like, I don't want to commit that much to you, but I will only show up for something that feels like it's been planned out for me. We are not going for a walk on the first date, and we are definitely not going to your house on a first date. Besties, I think this goes without saying that if a guy is asking you to his house on the first date, he has no good intentions for you. We could have actually gone to the kebab shop down the road. We could have gone bike riding. We could have literally gone to the freaking library. If you're literally in the guy's house right now and you're watching this video, exit the door. Exit the door. There's just so many things to do instead of you asking me to come to your house. And it's like, why would you trust a stranger that much? Are you guys crazy? I'm trying really hard to blend the foundation, and I think it's kind of going in. It's because I came back from my trip, and ever since I came back, like, nothing's my skin tone anymore. I just feel like if a guy doesn't make any plans for you at all, like he's just like, yeah, let's do whatever. No, don't go. Abort mission, abort him, abort yourself. In fact, abort every single thing abortable. Going on a first date, you want to give a good first impression, not just about how you act, but how you look is just as important, because I don't know you. So like, why would I want to like talk to you if you don't look good? Like, I'm so sorry. It's so important for you to put effort into your first date look. Like, you don't have to be like super dressed, but you need to look good, okay? If I'm being honest, for me, it's not just my face or my makeup. Things I know look nice on me and are flattering without doing too much, because obviously you don't want to go there and all your bazookas are out there. That's how you now start getting confused, like, oh, I don't know if this guy wants me for me or wants me for something else. Bazookas, how are you gonna know? Like, everybody's putting their best foot forward, but eventually true colors will show. Some people will show their true colors on the first date, but most people will not show their true colors on the first date, including you, my darling. You are not going to be showing your true colors on the first date because you're putting your best foot forward, and your best foot isn't always your real foot sometimes. Doesn't mean that it's not you. For me, I'm going to try and be punctual, but am I punctual? No. Is it something I'm working on? Yes. Then when you get to the dates, where'd you go for a weekend? Ah, I really love that place. Eh, somebody went. Okay, what's your best friend's name? What's your dog's name? When did your mom die? When did your mom die? When was your mom giving birth to? What do you look like? You look like a failed CNN journalist. Yeah. You want to ask questions, but you don't want to come off too strong. In fact, you don't want to talk too much, and you don't want to be face up in anybody's face like this. Like, what you do in my face like this? No. You want to sit back, relax, and let it come to you, okay? Don't force any question. I don't think there's anything wrong with like silence. Like, if you guys are not talking, you're just eating, so long as you're still enjoying each other's company, like, it must not be filled with like, oh shit, wrong palette. It mustn't be filled with like talk 247. Like, sometimes I need to catch my breath, and so do you, and so does he. You must not be speaking every single second, okay? But there are ways to ask like questions and to find out things, because we are here not only to build, we are here to build a connection, yes, but we're also here to find out, okay? We can talk about that in another video. For example, one question that I like to ask: what would be your ideal weekend, your perfect weekend? And that normally gives me an insight into like their personality, their hobbies, because then you get to know what they like, and from their hobbies you can assess whether they have money or not. Let me tell you the truth. If a guy says, oh, I love playing polo, he's either a liar or he loves playing polo. And if he's a liar, you will eventually find out. But my point is, that's like a good way to ask a question and find out someone's hobbies without saying, what's your hobbies? What do you like to do on Saturday? What do you want to do next week? What do you do when you're free? No. A good topic, ironically, is the restaurant and the food. When I get there, I think like talking about food just gets you to know someone real quick. At least things that they like and things that they don't like. Not necessarily like get to know them in total, because you're not trying to get to know somebody completely on the first date. Stop with the interrogation. In general as well, you're not trying to go too fast on the first date. You're trying to build a connection. Relax. See, let's breathe. I know they've broken your heart in the past, they've also broken my own, but guess what? Interrogating is not going to get you all the answers. It's just going to make you look like a creep. I think it's blending well now, guys. Do you remember how scary I looked in the beginning? But first, I'm gonna have a sip of wine, okay? So if somebody is literally love bombing you, and if you're like me and you're toxic and you like that, stop that. Oftentimes, I just find like love bombing is a sign of someone that wants to control you, because they're not trying to let you form judgments of them like based off of what they do and what they're doing. They're trying to make you form judgments based off what they're saying, or like the gifts or whatever it is they're offering to you in that moment, so that you like them, not based off your general assessment of them, but just because they've acted in a way that will make you like them, if that makes any sense. And I find that love bombing is predominant amongst older men. I prefer me 10 years older, where that's what I want. But want to rush things, or even to be talking about marriage on the first date, it's okay to say, I beg, Oga, relax. Okay, not like that, obviously, not like that. I think this is going a bit too fast. Like, look, I personally don't believe in texting constantly back to back, like we're constantly texting each other, because I believe it creates a false sense of closeness that doesn't exist. Like, when I first am getting to know you, let everything we have to say, let's say in person. Because look, that's how some of you be getting spirit husbands. Yes, because you have a man that you are crying about, you guys stop talking because he hasn't texted you in like 3 hours. Because why? You were too excited, and it's because of the false sense of closeness you built when you guys were texting too much. Why am I actually texting you back and forth? You're not my boyfriend. I feel like that's also low-key 247 surveillance. Like, even with guys, it's the same thing. Like with guys that are like 30 plus and stuff, like they're busy but they try to be knowing what you're doing and stuff, and I just feel like it's just so like they don't allow you to go out with anybody else. You kind of start feeling like you're in a relationship even though you're not. You shouldn't be looking for anything too quick, because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Okay, you can just say, oh, I really like you and I want to get to know you, but like at a slower pace. I really want to enjoy getting to know you. Because when we're actually rushing to, be very clear about your expectations of dating, not necessarily of the date itself, but of dating. So for example, if you're dating for fun, be honest about dating for fun. If you're dating for a relationship, be honest about dating for a relationship or a commitment. It might not even be a relationship, or you're open to a commitment. Don't lie, don't pretend. Because me, that's how I pretended one time. Oh, someone asked me, are you up for a relationship? I was like, yeah, I want to be in a relationship. And he told me, oh, you know, I'm not particularly ready for a relationship right now, we could just see where it goes. And I said, yeah, I don't mind. And we saw where it went for almost a year, and it still went, of course, nowhere. Before somebody's son will carry you go where you know, which is nowhere, land of nowhere. Be careful of people that are promising too much when you just start dating. Like, don't promise me anything. Do what you want to do, baby. Do it. I'm not against you doing. Don't promise me, actually. I don't want to hear a promise in my life. I don't want to hear another promise till I die, quite frankly. I was going to waka. I wanted to waka. I was planning to waka. I promise I will waka. Okay? Take that shit away. I'm one of your targets. Not today, John. Overall, you just want to have fun, and it's actually just a first date. Like, I know it's nerve-wracking, but if it doesn't go well, so what? Like, so freaking what? It's not that big a deal, in my opinion. Just go see what the person's about, have fun. It's not by putting pressure on yourself in your head that's going to make it work. Do you know what I mean? But when you're having a good time, don't lose yourself. Personally, for me, I always have like a glass of wine before I go on the date, just to ease my nerves up a bit. Don't go there and start throwing up. Like, bro, it's so disgusting. Don't let anybody deceive you. Order what you know. If it's strawberry daiquiri you like, order yourself a strawberry daiquiri. If you're not a hard head, if you're not a strong head, don't go and order a tequila sunrise or a Long Island tea because you want you might end up a victim of SA. And that's the reality of going out as a girl, like with men. You're definitely not too big and too old to send your mom or your friends or whoever it is in your life your location. Like, the last thing you want to do is trust a stranger, let alone a strange man. Oh, I think I need a bit more brown, actually. 1 second. On my lips, the pink is outshining the brown. I want it to be a good creamy balance. And now that's perfect, actually. Guys, I don't know if I should put eyelashes on because my eyelashes are obviously incomplete, but like, lashes right now just sound like the worst chore ever. I think mascara can't fix it though. Okay, besties, this is the final look. I feel like I'll show it to you guys properly when I come back home. But it's just like a simple black dress. I have to be very careful with my arms because I didn't shave, and my dress sort of kind of just ripped, so we'll talk about that later. Let's just rush and let's go. Happy dating to you. Like clockwork. Of course, there's some stuff I have to do, like put my body butter, guys. I'm 5 minutes late, which is amazing for me. I got here 5 minutes late, and it's even because I was driving slowly. My earrings are in here. I don't want to seem as if I lied about being here. Oh my god, the cover. Where's the second earring? Oh my god, guys, I can't find the second earring. This is just not what I need right now, but it's what will happen when you're not organized. Oh my days, oh my days. Okay, I'll speak to you guys soon when I come back. Oh, poor baby chicken.